What could this game 3 be about? What could it be about? If you listened to the show yesterday or the day before, guess what we've pretty much agreed upon here at this show? Series is over, right? I've agreed on it. Dennis was the first to say it. We had Jamie Hirsch from the NHL Network on. She confirmed it for us. We said after game 2, when the Canes did what they did, when they acted upon the Islanders the way they acted upon the Islanders in the last 3 minutes of that game, can the Islanders realistically fight back through that emotional torture? And we've kind of agreed upon no. The series is over. You're up 2-0. It's too much for the Islanders to be asked. So then what is this about? What is tonight about? What do you do when you have 2 more games to win in a series that we've decided is over already? It's about stepping on their gosh darn throat. It's about putting them out of their misery. It's about showing killer instinct.
Bury them.
It's about when coaches start giving speeches that sound like they're either motivating you for a game or they just watched a cool documentary on apex predators on Nat Geo. Right? Do you enjoy watching the life drain out of your opponent's eyes? Because that's what competition is, right? That's what competition is. You ready for a much lesser form, but I think it's a funny way to describe this. Anyone that's ever played fantasy sports on Yahoo, you get these little trophies, right? Oh, you had the highest scoring pickup from waivers, or oh, you've won 5 games in a row, and they give you a trophy. Every year, the favorite trophy, if I get it, which I play in enough leagues that I get at least one league every year. My favorite trophy is the one they call it na goodbye. And it goes when you eliminate one of your opponents. And I carry that one with way more pride than I carry any of the other trophies. It is competition. It is about eliminating your rivals. The Canes tonight, series is over. We agree on it. Jamie Hirsch agreed on it. It's about how you handle the finishing move. You know what you should hear? Mortal Kombat. Finish him. And then you go out and you do it today. And then you do it again on Saturday. The question isn't, are you going to win? I think if you lose tonight, you still win the series. So the question isn't, are you going to win the series? The question is, do you take care of business and earn yourself some rest? Avoid further fatigue? Avoid potential further injury? Or do you play with your food? Or do you push it around on your plate? Like my 3-year-old, grab a chicken nugget and turn it into an airplane and whoosh. Do you play with your food? Let it linger longer than it should. Open yourself up to more of the unlikely. That's what I want to see tonight. I want to see, by the way, they did not do this in game 2. I want to see them play great hockey from the opening puck drop. Right? I don't want to I don't want them to have to taste their own blood before they start fighting back, you know? The legendary, if you've seen the movie Seabiscuit, right? He's got to get some mud kicked into his face before he starts really running. I don't want the Canes to be that. I want them to come out and be the thoroughbred running from the front and then just secretariat that bad boy and keep building and building and building the lead until you have to make sure you don't fall off the horse. That's what tonight is about. It's about killer instinct. Because guess what? It might not be the most important thing in the world in this series against the Islanders. It might not. Right? You might be able to lose the next 2, tie the series back up 2-2, flip the switch against the Islanders, and go win the next 2 and end up winning in 6 games. But guess what? A series from now against the Rangers, 2 series from now against whoever else you might face in the Eastern Conference Finals, and darn sure in the Stanley Cup, if you have a chance to put a team out of their misery, that might be your only chance. Right? If you have that opportunity to make them drained of life, that might be your only chance. If you let them off the canvas, if you let them get up and keep fighting, that might be the difference. So you practice it now. right? The coaching cliche is how you do anything is how you do everything. In more specific terms, how you play in the first round is a pretty good predictor of how you're going to play in the second, third, and fourth. The quality of your opponent should be expected to go up in the second, third, and fourth rounds of a postseason, but your play, your mindset, your outlook usually remains the same. Usually remains the same. Are there certain, legendary competitors that halfway through a postseason wake up? Sure. But there's a lot more examples throughout history of teams that have the right mental outlook, the right killer instinct from the opening puck drop of the postseason all the way through.
And whatever that the Islanders have said to themselves to try and convince themselves, like, hey, you know what? Game 2 was a little bit of a fluke. We should have won that game. Whatever glimmer of hope they've talked themselves into, destroy it today. Destroy it. Like, completely destroy any glimmer of hope that they have.
That's a good point. The radio hosts here in Carolina may have decided that the series is over. Game 3 might have the radio hosts on Long Island deciding that the series is over, because I'm sure they're bending it. They were up 3-0, and they're using every bit of spin zone to say this series isn't over. Game 3 could be the one where you eliminate all doubt.
Yeah, whatever lie you had to tell yourself in order to think, like, hey, we have a chance here.
Which, to be completely honest, if the Canes were down 2-0, we'd be doing it.
Of course.
We'd be sitting here working our. Well, actually, game 1 really it was a stalemate and just be spin zoning it. And we haven't seen the best of Aho. We'd be spin zoning. That's what they're doing. After Game 3, eliminate all spin zones. Eliminate all spin zones. And after Game 4, eliminate all zones completely and go and get the sweep. Change your goals. I love goals changing for the better, right? Everybody in high school, what's your goal? Start on varsity. Once you start on varsity, want to play in college. Once you play in college, I want to be all conference. Like, when the goals keep changing, I want the Canes to be make the postseason. All right, made the postseason. Win a couple. All right, you win a couple. Sweep. All right, Stanley Cup.